Hey! Hey there, kids, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Uncle Frank, hoping that you are having a great day, and in today's video, we are returning once again to the world of flesh and blood. That's right, we're going back to F-A-B, Fab. Weird word to say, Fab. Fab. There's a lot to talk about in the world of Flesh and Blood, and I've wanted to talk about more Flesh and Blood content on the channel for a while now. I've just been sidetracked by so many other things. There's Smash Palace, the Ultimate Pit Fight super focused set that I have been wanting to talk about, and the new heroes in it are interesting. There is Super Slam. That's right around the corner. That's going to be a really fun set to open. Really excited about that, especially some of the reprints in there. There's a new Flick Knives art in that set, and I don't know, I like that a lot. Only one new Mechanologist card in the set, I think, though, so I'm not happy about that. There's some really cool things in the world of Flesh and Blood to be excited about. There's some things people have raised concerns about in regards to the new set, especially the new generic resource, which looks super playable. People have been complaining about that a bit in certain spaces, but I'm not here to talk about any of that. I'm not here to talk about new sets, new heroes, new awesome gems that are probably going to be out of my price range or anything like that. No, instead I'm here to talk about something that's been concerning me for some time, something I have quite strong emotions towards, and something that I hope sooner rather than later LSS changes. And yes, this is a plea directly to Legend Story Studios. I do hope that someone there either sees this video or a video like it or a complaint very much like it, because it's something that I think has only benefits in the long term. You see, today we're talking about Blitz Heroes. Not Blitz as a format. As you guys may or may not know, Blitz is my favorite format. I love it to death. I wish it got more attention and love from the community and LSS in general, but I understand as the game grows, more and more people gravitate towards Classic Constructed and Ultimate Pit Fight. They seem to be, at least from what I've seen, both locally and online, those seem to be the two formats people gravitate towards. And there's nothing wrong with that. I do not have a problem with Blitz being kind of pushed to the sidelines, especially at bigger events, conventions, etc., where it becomes kind of a side thing compared to CC. It is a shame, I think, that one of the two preeminent formats of the game is just kind of left in the dust, but I'm not here to complain about Blitz itself. Instead, I'm here to talk about and make a genuine plea about the Blitz heroes. You see, there are several heroes in this game that you can only play in Blitz or Ultimate Pit Fight, and they are completely unavailable for Classic Constructed. I'm talking about the Emperor, I'm talking about Blaze, I'm talking about Shiana, Genus, and of course my personal favorite, Data Doll, which is a hero that I absolutely love, and I am kind of sad that I can't play her in Classic Constructed. And I think it is a shame, regardless of how I feel about Data Doll in particular. I think it's a shame that there are heroes in this game that you can't play in the preeminent format. And I understand, I do understand the Ultimate Pit Fight heroes from Smash Palace. They were designed specifically with UPF in mind, so I do kind of understand that, but I'd like to point out that it did not feel like the Emperor, Shiana, Data Doll, these do not feel like characters that only work in Blitz or UPF. And there's a lot of really interesting design space with these characters. Look, the Data Doll has only 3 intelligence, and she has this really janky gimmick where your banished items go into play if they are cheap enough. That's really cool. The Emperor, I think he's the one where you can only play red cards in your deck, and he gets you a CNC for the right cost directly to your hand. That's really cool. That allows for some interesting gameplay decisions. Shiana lets you play any specialization from any hero in the game. That is really cool. Blaze exists. I don't like Blaze very much. Please don't play Blaze against me. I cry. There's a lot of really cool heroes that are only available in Blitz or Blitz-based formats. And I think as the game continues to grow, as the player base grows, as the fan base grows, and as more and more people go into Classic Constructed, I don't think Classic Constructed is hurt by not having these heroes available to it, but I do think it is a shame that someone whose favorite style of play might be with one of these heroes, such as myself. This is a very selfish video. I do think it's a shame that people are kept from playing what might potentially be their favorite hero just because they are not available in Classic Constructed, when that is the format most people and LSS themselves appear to be giving the most focus to. And yeah, this is a genuine plea. You know, I would very much like to see adult versions of Datadol, adult versions of the Emperor. He's dead, but still, you could do something with that, right? You know, Shiana, Genus comes to mind. Who was the other merchant here? Cavdeen, I think his name was. He isn't really good, but you could play him. What am I talking about? Datadol's not that good. But my point is, whether or not any of these heroes are good, Brevant, I think, is also another interesting. He's a Guardian hero who really likes blocking other people. So what I'm trying to say here is I do think it's a genuine shame that Flesh and Blood, which is a game that has old and young heroes at its core, and allows you to build different style decks based on whether you're playing CC or Blitz because of the card limit. I think it's a shame that there are any heroes restricted to one format. And yeah, you could point out that the UPF heroes exist and that, you know, my argument might be moot because heroes can clearly be designed with a format in mind. But I'd argue, a counter argument to that is Emperor, Shiana, Blaze, Datadol, they were, in my opinion, they did not appear to be designed with only Blitz playability in mind. They all seem like heroes that you could play fairly reasonably well in Classic Constructed. And to gatekeep them from the format, that's probably not the right word, to bar them from the format entirely is just a shame. And of all the things that I think could change about Flesh and Blood in the near future, I feel like this is the easiest fix. You know, we just got Smash Palace, which was a box set that had a few packs in it, plus a bunch of new heroes. At any time in the future, maybe as a holiday gift box, LSS, hey, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, you know, they could easily put out a box set that has adult versions of a bunch of heroes that were previously only available in Blitz. And boom, there you go. Now they're available for CC. Perfect. Glad you guys thought of it. No need to credit me when you release that product. What I'm trying to say here is I just think it's a shame that there are any heroes in the game that you can't play in all the available formats for the game. The UPF heroes from Smash Palace notwithstanding. But with that said, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think heroes should be only available in one format or another? Maybe you think I'm crazy. Maybe you think this is a silly thing to dedicate a whole video to, but I don't know. It's just something I feel pretty strongly about. Please like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below. I already said that, but thank you so much for watching regardless, and I'll see you kids next time.